What an amazing game have I just watched. I just witnessed the biggest comeback in Prem in a while. Wootton led 3-0 at away at Bournemouth, and then Bournemouth turned it around at 4-3. That's why you enjoy the Premier League and you enjoy the football game as a whole. And that's why you pick double game week players, no matter who or which teams are playing. There is always a chance of something like that, and you need only one game to skyrocket your rank and to make a pretty good impact on your rank. For example, Zabarny, as you can see, this is my team with 67 points at the moment. I'm going to showcase to you the final rank and everything with live FPL because the game hasn't updated yet. But yeah, what an amazing quick. Zabarny scored his first goal in the Prem, and it was ideally on the time when I got him. Swanky scored an amazing goal, Doughty had an assist, and if they hadn't conceded so many goals against Bournemouth, Doughty would have been on a very big hole as well. So you always prepare for the best possible things to happen. That's why we invest in the double ups and pick double game week captains. For example, from this week, if I wasn't captaining Swanky and he had only a single game week, I was most probably going to captain Saka or Saka, because Watkins, Haaland, Son, Foden, they faced a very difficult opposition, Palmer as well, so my captain would have been on 2 points. So yeah, that's why you try to find the best possible captain there. Looking at my team, I made the right decisions. I was never playing Estupinian ahead of Gabriel. I was playing him instead of Zabarny or instead of Pedro Porro. Both of them got more points, so I'm delighted. Let's not fool ourselves. I was never picking Estupinian against Gabriel, as already mentioned. In my team, a lot of returns. A lot of players didn't return, but the more differential of players to say got pretty good points. Son is the most differential from my forward line. I'm going to move now to live FPL and showcase to you here. You can see my players, and underneath, if you can see the green percentages, those percentages are effective ownership near my rank, and Son has the lowest effective ownership around me from my attack, and in my defense it's Porro and Zabarny. Estupinian has way higher than Porro, so that 1 point counted more. Yeah, Leno is a differential and he didn't return, but Zabarny, Son, those were the guys that I was expecting something from, and they delivered. Hence, that's why I got a very big green arrow. As you can see, I will be around 304,000 plays compared to 480 where I began my week. That's a 30% change, and that's a very good change. I hope you all had a pretty good rank. If you want to see me climb up until top 100k, because I believe we're going to finish there, subscribe to the channel, leave a like to the video, write down a comment, be prepared for more and more content coming your way. But yeah, that was an amazing week for me. I'm way in the top 1 million for a game week rank. Swanky got 2 bonus, that's the difference here, so he's taking the bonus. Semenyo got the 3 bonus, and I believe Chonk is going to be with the final bonus point. Yeah, so it's Semenyo, Swanky and Chonk. Zabarny scored a goal, but he didn't get into the bonus. That's okay. I mean, 8 points. I'm so delighted with his performance. I was so sad when I saw Bournemouth concede 3 goals at the start of the game, basically in the first half, and I was, oh my god, I'm with Solanke on a 2-pointer and Zabarny on 1, but they improved massively in the second half, and that's why I got the returns. Elsewhere, Palmer, assist, goal, and 3 bonus, amazing. Son, 2 assists, 1 goal, and that's it from my attackers. 1 clean sheet, 1 goal in defense, yellow card for Gabriel, and goals conceded for Leno, so not a very big improvement there. That is for game week 28 and for my rank. Now let's go and see how my team is looking for game week 29 and how we're going to approach the blank game week that we are facing. So we are picking our team. In goal, I will be opting for Flecken. For me, he has the best fixture. I know it's away, but it's against Burnley. I see Burnley not as a very solid team that can score a lot of goals. I know that they scored 2 against West Ham, but West Ham as well as Bournemouth are not a pretty good example of good defenses, and I'm pretty limited with my goalkeepers option. I can buy anyone basically from the 8 teams, but from Villa and from Spurs, I don't want to get the goalkeeper. First, Villa play against West Ham, and Spurs are away, and I prefer outfield players from Spurs, so I'm not going there. Those are the two best teams there are at the moment. The other sides, I'm just not too interested in their goalkeepers, and hence Flecken with a good save ratio and with a good performance overall gets the nod here. In defense, I'm going with Sufau against Aston Villa. We haven't seen if Regulion or Emerson are fit, so if one of them is fit, is going to take Sufau's place, but for now Sufau is there. He is a wing back and he's playing alright, so, and he's nailed, so yeah, I enjoy him very much. In other position, Doughty against Forest, I know that Wootton are conceding left, right and center, but basically that's the game of the season for Wootton, and I believe that Wootton, and for Forest if I have to be honest, but Doughty will be on a very strong position to deliver more and more points, so I believe Doughty is going to be there. I know that is going to hurt a lot after they lost against Bournemouth, but I couldn't pick anyone else here as he's on set pieces, he's very attacking, he's basically a winger, so Doughty gets the notch here. And to Doggy, I'm going to most probably risk it and play Doggy instead of Pedro Porro. I know that he is one of the most boring players this week. As you can see, it's Son and Pedro Porro in second. Udogi is way down below here, so Wissa is bot, Doughty, Morris, Wuis, Watkins, White, even though he doesn't have a fixture, he's so bot. Bowen, Romero is even bot, Tony, but for me Udogi seems and screams a better solution and a little bit more of a differential player. He hasn't got the same returns as Porro, but Porro was on set pieces for a very long time. Now Maddison, in my opinion, is going to continue taking them. Speaking about Maddison, here you can see my midfield. I'm opting for Gibbs White. I know that I own Doughty, but yeah, I like Gibbs White as a player. I like that he's on penalties, and I like that he's a talisman of the team, so he's not going anywhere from their team selection since he's going to be available every time and for full 90 minutes, so Gibbs White gets a notch here. Maddison, as already mentioned, is in my squad. Set pieces, good form, good position with the injury of Richarlison. The options are limited in their attack, and basically it's Kulusevski, Werner and Johnson rotating for the 3 spots, while Son and Maddison are nailed, and I want the nailness there. And Son is my captain, as being captain of Spurs, being on penalties, being their talismanic player. Son is just getting the notch here, even if he doesn't return a lot of points. In my opinion, he's going to get a pretty good return overall as a captain with effective ownership and etc. The final guy here in midfield is Bowen. I am deliberating between him and Ward-Prowse, but I believe Bowen has just more of an attacking potential, hence he's picked here. Now going into attack, I am opting for 3 forwards. I know that there is a possibility to go with 2 forwards only and pick maybe Douglas Luiz in midfield, but away from home Douglas Luiz isn't as clinical as he is at home, and I don't want just for the penalties for a 1 week off. Maybe if you're getting him for a long duration and you expect penalty here and there, you can get the returns. That's why he's in my main team, not the free hit one. But now with only a single game week, I want players that are on penalties and are central to their attack. Morris missed several chances against Bournemouth, and I believe he is going to redeem himself against Forest and score those important goals. That's why he's in the team. Tony against Burnley, he is a big contender for the captain's armband, but let's be real, with Spurs scoring so many goals, I am not going away from Son as my captain, hence Tony is my vice. And Watkins, with Watkins, Tony and Son, I believe those 3 players are integral for your free hit draft. Maybe we can add Maddison as well, but without Tony, Son and Watkins, without them I don't see a proper free hit anywhere, and I don't believe it's going to be a good thing if you don't own all of those 3 players. On my bench, I'm opting for Ariola. It's just a plain goalkeeper and a good goalkeeper. I was deliberating should I put him in my squad, in my starting lineup, but I own players from Villa, so I'm not going to do that. Bailey against West Ham is my first bench option if some of the attackers are injured or something like that. He's a very attacking player, so I expect a big return from him. I just expect more returns of those guys here on the field. If Morris is not in the lineup, Bailey is going to most probably get the notch because he is good, but I want to have an attacker from Wootton after. Spurs Wootton are the team with the longest streak of scoring goals in the Prem at the moment, which speaks a lot. So they're going to score against Forest, who are not amazingly good in defense. So yeah, I'm expecting Morris to perform really well. Regulion, he is going to start instead of Sufau if he's fit and if he's confirmed fit. If not, I'm going to replace him with someone else, maybe from Brentford, but the Brentford defender isn't going to start. And the final option on my bench is Pau Torres. He's just a bench option because he's a starter and he's a center back. He's always playing. I wanted to pick maybe Cash if we have to see on Thursday how the Villa lineup is looking, but if one of the fullbacks starts, maybe I'll pick the other one. Maybe I'll pick Digne or Moreno depending on who starts in Europe. Maybe not. Maybe pick Cash, whom can play as a right winger as well. We'll see how we'll finish the team, but the only options that I'm deliberating are Sufau, Gibbs White and Morris, the 3 of them, but I'm pretty nailed on all of them apart from Sufau. So yeah, this is how my free hit is going to look with Son Captain. I know that it's not differential, but it's not the time to go for a differential in such a bad game week. So yeah, free hit is bailing me out because I do not have enough players to cover the fixtures. As you can see here, I own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players with fixtures, so that's not enough. So yeah, the free hit is bailing me out to fill in a strong 11, and then in game week 30 is going to be once again my old lineup, which is looking pretty strong. I hope you agree with my free hit team and with my free hit selection. If you do, subscribe, like, put down a comment if you believe something is wrong or you agree with me. Just show that you are already here in the video and you are still watching. So yeah, that will point to me that you are watching until the end. But for now, guys, I'll be heading out. Bye.